So today I'm going to be putting in some onion bulbs, and I did it a little different this year. I saw someone give their onions a little bit of a head start, and so I had put them in some soil to start out with. So they've been in this for probably 2 weeks. They've already grown like crazy in the house. So I am going to be putting these in the ground, and have my little trusty yardstick here. Well, it's not really a yardstick, but it just got some measurements on it. And the onions are going to be planted in 2 rows, 18 inches apart, and about 6 inches in each row. So I have about 100, a little less than 100. This is a 25-foot bed, so I should be able to get all these in this bed. This is a tool that my husband Jay got for me for Christmas, and it's really neat. It's like a hole punch for your soil, and it really works pretty neat. So you just put it in the ground, twist it, give it a twist, pull it out, and it takes the dirt right out for you. So I thought that was really cool. So these are going to be planted 6 inches apart, roughly. I like to have my little stick here just to give me a better sense of where these plants are going to go. So I'm just going to go and plant these every 6 inches all the way down the row, and then we'll come back when I'm done. Okay, so I'm all done with the onions that I put in some soil to kind of make like an onion set instead of a bulb. But I have some of these really small onion bulbs that I'm going to put in the ground because I have a little bit of space here. So I'm going to go ahead and just plant these as well and see how these do. I didn't have very good luck last year with onions. They didn't really grow very well for me. I think partly because I didn't really put a lot of compost in the bed that I had them in. And I kind of bought some that were just real cheap and, from one of the hardware stores or something like that, instead of actually ordering some from Baker's Creek or Johnny Seed or something like that. So, but these I got from our Agway, and most of these were bigger. They're a lot bigger bulbs. So, but I'm going to still try to plant these and see if I can get, some small ones I could use for stock or something like that. Good morning. We have another project today. I need to get these tomato seedlings in bigger pots. As they start to grow, we want to what they call up pot, and I'm going to be using these silo cups. They're really convenient, easy to use. I'm going to start out by putting a couple of drainage holes in the bottom, and I'm going to be using some seedling mix, but I'm also going to add a little bit of fertilizer to this just to give them a boost, to help them get bigger and stronger before I put them out in our seed greenhouse and then eventually into the ground, into the big greenhouse. So let's get started. I'm just looking to see where my holes went, how many, and then I'm gonna start that again. Okay, so now I have all of my cups. They have some holes on the bottom. So I'm going to go ahead and fill up this cup with some of this dirt. Not filling it up all the way to the top, just leaving a little bit of room. The thing about tomato plants is you can actually bury them right up into the leaves. As long as the leaves are exposed, they can continue to photosynthesize. because along the entire along the entire stem, it's going to produce roots underneath the dirt when you put them in. If you're trying to get them to develop a stronger root system. So I always try to bury them right up until the tops of the green leaves are showing. So now I'm going to try to get these out without damaging the roots or the stems. Underneath these trays there's a small kind of punch out hole. So if you take something like a pen, or I have a marker here, and kind of push it up through, you can loosen these up and get them out a little easier. So, and then just kind of push it up till you can actually grab it by the stem, by the ball. All right, so now I'm going to bury this in the cup, push it down, and I'm going to add a little bit more dirt around the entire stem. Ideally, I would have wanted to get it a little bit lower, but that'll work. And then I'll water this in, and then I'll come back and I'll show you them all done. Okay, there you go. I have a tray of a particular variety. I have a total of 6 different varieties. This just happens to be one. And I was able to get about 15 plants from each one of these tray rows. And I'm pretty happy with that. I'm gonna bring them in because it's getting a little chilly and it looks like it's gonna rain out here, and put them underneath the grow light.